different plants have different characteristics. Have you ever heard of Mimosa pudica? Step by step, follow me. This plant is called Mimosa pudica. In layman's language, we call it touch me not. It's a very unique plant. Very unique. And this plant operates on principles. And which principle? This plant does not have ability to differentiate the action and the intention. This is what I mean. This plant does not have ability to differentiate between the action and the motive of the heart of the person who has taken the action. If you touch it, either knowingly or unknowingly, it will react the same. If you touch it with a hand, look at this. If you touch it with a hand, it has power to camouflage. It camouflages if you touch it knowingly. If you also touch it unknowingly with a foot, it also behaves the same because it does not have power to differentiate between the motive and the action. It only reacts to the action. Now, men are like that. Have you heard me? Men are like that. Men do not have ability to differentiate between your action and your intention. You might have a very positive intention when you are doing something, but men do not have that ability because men are not like God. The Bible says men are not like God. For God judges the motive of your heart, but men will judge you from outside. God judges the motive of your heart, but men will judge you from the outside, from the action that you have taken. Every time you are about to take an action, be very careful. Ask yourself, what will men say out of my action? Will men be in a position to differentiate between my action and my motive? I know, could be true, you stole because you are hungry. And you have a good reason to steal because you are hungry. Actually, you stole in a hotel or somewhere because you felt like you will die out of hunger. But let me tell you, when you are taken to a court of law, the judge will not judge the motive of your heart that you stole out of hunger. The judge will judge your action, and you are likely to be thrown in jail without the judge knowing the motive of your heart. The motive might be positive, but be careful about your intention. Now listen. You might have desired to listen to music, and you felt like, I have an urge to listen to music. And therefore you decided to steal someone's radio so that you can be listening to music in your house. But listen, as you steal, if you are caught by the mob justice, they will not know the intention of your heart that it was positive. They will not see the urge of you listening to music, the positive intention. They will teach you a lesson of a lifetime. They will not listen to you. So be careful before you take an action. Ask yourself, how will men say? How will they judge? Listen, maybe you are there, you are a teacher, and you decided to chat love messages with some of your students that you teach. Actually, you did not have a negative intention. You did not want to sleep with them. You did not mean to do anything. You just wanted to feel good. It is called a feel-good effect. You wanted to enjoy, to just feel good by chatting love messages. But let me tell you, if the ministry catches up with you, my friend, it will not judge the good motive of your heart. It will take the messages, read the messages, and interpret those messages. What you wrote in the messages is what you meant. Therefore, you are likely to lose your job. Why? Because men do not have ability to differentiate. They behave like Mimosa pudica. It does not have ability to differentiate between your actions and your motive. Listen, I know probably you have no school fees to take your child to school, and your child was sent away from school, and your child is at home because there is no school fees. But listen, the syllabus does not understand that your child is at home. The government is still continuing the syllabus, with or without your child being in school. They will not read your motive that it's not that you are refusing to pay the fees. They will not understand that it is genuinely you don't have the fees. So please, if your child is sent home, advise your child to carry books, to continue reading at home as you look for fees. Why? Because when the exam is placed on the table, it will not understand that your child was at home. That child will be taught a lesson by that exam. It will not understand. The syllabus will not stop. So be wise before you take an action. Listen, chances are very high. At your young age, you may do nothing and fail to invest when you are a young person with good reasons, very good reasons, but you fail to invest. Let me tell you, when the old age catches up with you, it will not understand that you failed to invest with a good reason. The challenges of the old men will not exempt you. You will face them and you will suffer. Why? You had good intention, but the world does not understand your motive, your inner motive. I know you probably don't like drinking a lot of beer. But why do you drink? Because you have a lot of stress. You want to take away your stress. You want to relax. Maybe your family is stressing you. Your job is stressing you. You are so much stressed, and that's why you are taking a lot of beer. That's why you are taking a lot of bang, because you want to take away the stress. But let me tell you, when addiction comes to you, when addiction attacks you, it will not understand that you are taking beer because you had stress. It will not understand. That addiction will deal with you the way it deals with other people who takes beer because they are enjoying. It will not differentiate. So be very careful in life so that you may not confuse. Now listen, you did your KCSE, you did your KCP, you did your 12th exam, you did whichever exam, be it in the country or outside the country. And after doing that exam, you failed. You did not fail because you are willing. Your mother was admitted in hospital. Your father was sick, and you felt you are so emotional and you are not able to do that exam. We all understand. You are in pain. You had psychological torture. But listen, when you face the panel of interviewer, they will not understand. The panel will not understand that you did your exam when your mother was in hospital. They will treat you the same way everybody else is treated. Be very careful. Even when you are in pain, try to control yourself and do something. Prepare yourself for the future. Listen to me. Listen to me. Mimosa pudica behaves the same way this drum set behaves. Just like Mimosa pudica, this portion of drum set is set to produce sound upon any action. No, it does not measure the motive or the intention of the person. Even if a stone was thrown from outside with no aim at them, and all of a sudden the stone lands in one of them, it will still produce sound because it does not measure the intention of the person. It does not measure the motive. The same way in life, people do not measure the motive of your heart, the intention of your heart. They measure the action of your hands or the action of your life. Please be careful of the action that you take. Otherwise, it is likely to sabotage every intention and every motive that you may have within your heart. Thank you very much. God bless you.